There we go. Half an hour later. Right.
Yay.
We
I wanna give
Let's not all talk at the same time, guys. One at a time, Luis.
I wanna give the audience
Let's
a
talk all at
PSA
the same
beforehand. I currently have an allergy, so if I sound like shit, it's because I feel like shit. Also, my voice may change from normal to Batman or something like that.
And TJ, don't you have something similar?
Because Luis.
Like your voice earlier
I
was acting up.
sneezed on TJ.
My voice is acting up?
Oh no, it's fine. Like earlier when you joined the channel for the first time, you were like,
Yeah, I think talking a little bit, drinking soda and pizza has like burned a hole through the mucus in my throat.
Oh,
Nice.
damn,
A cure.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna try to drink some water and try to do some serious throat cleaning, and I'll see if that improves anything.
I know something that can help your throat.
You were thinking it as well.
Yeah.
So, do I sound better?
You sound further away for a start.
Do I?
Yeah, little.
Huh, that's weird.
Should we announce?
I
that
farted.
Oh god, I didn't need to know that.
In addition to,
That's why I was coughing.
you could just not use push to talk and fart and get away with it, right?
I don't use push to talk.
Well,
You're like,
you will
I got
now.
a cough.
I don't need to know about your farts.
Anywho,
Uh,
let's get started.
Wait. Just another thing. Vic may or may not be coming to this podcast. Depends on whether she manages to fix her microphone or not.
She was having trouble. Hope she's got it sorted eventually. What's going on? She also sent me a message. Nope, it's her rejoining and disconnecting the server.
Hey. I said hey.
What's
going on?
Copyright.
Yeah!
Right,
Tyler,
let's
just
start this.
bleep this all out.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, Luis.
Sorry,
to
we
be
actually want
honest,
to do work
What?
and not be lazy, Tyler.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tyler.
Fuck you. Like, this is the one week where I can say I have not been lazy. For a change.
Sure.
Wink.
Sure, working
That's
like
what they want you to
56
think.
hours in 5 days when I'm not used to it. That's all.
Alright, so countdown.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Nice
Oh,
reference, bro.
sorry. Thank you. So, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
TJ 1023. Can't think of anything.
Oh yeah, you didn't do your name thing. I'm Quirky.
Why would you be Quirky? I mean, oh, hi Quirky.
Because then Quirky can be someone awesome.
Hi, I'm Tyler, TDBTyler.
Fuck you.
That's harsh,
D
dude.
Tyler. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty close, though.
Yeah.
That was not
I mean,
close.
you do sound British.
I would say, yeah, he got... Yeah. But not my accent.
It's actually like, oh, I'm Tyler. I'm Tyler.
Why are you trying to do like a Gavin voice?
Oh, I
Is
like
that Gavin? It
K-pop.
might be
Yeah.
because my
That was
throat
pretty
is
close to a
weird.
Gavin voice. That
Was
was
that-
actually... That was close to like Michael's version of a Gavin voice.
Oh shit, I didn't mean that. Anyway.
I mean,
let's-
I like K-pop. I like J-pop a lot. I like football. I support England, even though they lose all the time because they're shit.
Nice going, Australia. How's that World Cup going for you, you know?
I don't know. How was the? I don't know.
How was the
Rugby
Ashes,
League
by
World
the
Cup?
way?
How is
Oh,
your
fuck off.
one championship victory in the World Cup
Fuck
going,
off.
Tyler?
At least we got one, you know? I'm happy with that. Australia.
Yeah, we got 5.
Yeah, but that's because you're Brazil.
Get
You also
wrecked.
lost 7-1.
Tyler, please.
Too soon?
Yeah.
I bet you they did not see that coming.
Oh,
Oh man, no, come on.
That's
They
rough,
won't
dude.
fair and square. We're
You
just
know-
sucking
You've
dicks at
heard
that
the thing
match.
where every time you bring up Nazis in an argument, you automatically lose.
Well, do you?
What?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you bring up
It's
Nazis
kind of like
or like Hitler in an argument, you automatically lose that argument if you get to that point.
it's
This
kind of like
wasn't an
invading
argument,
Russia
it
in
was
the
a
winter.
burn.
You automatically lose.
Well, I mean, you're arguing about which team is better.
No, I was just adding. I was like, bet you they did not see that coming. It was a joke. How was that an argument?
It's called a pissing contest. Contest, argument.
Contest or contest?
Contest.
Guys, come on.
What's that word? I've never heard that word before.
Hey,
What,
what
contesting?
word are you talking
have a problem with
about? I'm
contesting
talking like
different
people
opinions,
competing
Tyler?
for stuff. It's just that I was trying to clear up the pronunciation. Yeah, that's totally the reason.
They're competing.
No innuendos there.
And an argument is also a type of competition, so therefore you're having an argument.
So, are we defining what words mean in the podcast now?
Basically, we're saying that Quirky lost
Welcome.
that contest and argument because he brought up Nazis.
This
Welcome
is a
to
strong
the diction-
philosophy.
Welcome to
Wait,
the
Quirky's
dictionary
a Nazi?
podcast.
God damn it, Quirky.
God damn it, Quirky.
That's a strong sudden accusation to Quirky.
Yeah,
Racist.
Quirky's not a Nazi. He's not.
Well, you just lost, Luis. You brought up Nazis.
I'm
you-
saying
you-
he
you can't
isn't a
bring up
Nazi.
Nazis.
Why is this a game all of a sudden where we don't
Wait.
bring up fucking Nazis?
Wait, can I just say, this is also
It's
coming
in
from
contest.
TJ.
If you bring up Nazis, a verbal contest, you lose. That's just how it
TJ.
is.
Wait, is this one of the rules from the LARPing suits thing?
No. It's a rule of life, Luis.
I'm guessing they can't have Nazi orcs.
Wait, what? Nazi ball.
No, Nazi orcs.
Nazi orcs. We did. Oh yeah, we did commit genocide on the orcs, but that's.
Oh
beside
my
the point.
fucking god.
Holy shit.
Well, we tried.
Did you
to.
put them in camps?
We tried. We
Guys.
enslaved them,
My
and then we put them all
Okay,
inside
so,
Dawnstar, and then we set Dawnstar on fire.
Did you guys...
So I guess you could say we put them in a camp.
Vic's back. Hello, Vic.
I'm
Please get us
hoping-
out of here.
Maybe.
Vic, I'm hoping you can drag us out of this hellhole.
Yes,
because
please.
They brought up
Hey, you
Hitler.
asked. No, Quirky brought it up, and I told him why he was
Quirky
wrong.
brought it up.
Okay. First of all, hey, I made a completely legitimate joke about Brazil getting thrashed by Germany in the World Cup. Then
You do
you,
realise-
I cry every time.
Sorry to interrupt you, Quirky, but guys, you do realise you've been mentioning like Hitler and Nazis enough for it to be in the thumbnail of this fucking podcast now. So
oh, for fuck's sake.
Tyler, we can control the things we put out, so we're not putting anything Nazi related on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not-
Maybe you could
Good.
put orc
That would be bad.
genocide.
Okay,
I'd
let
vote
me
for
just
that.
find an image for that.
I did
shall
vote for
I?
that.
Put
Orc
orcs, but not Nazi stuff.
Orc genocide in the Rugby World
Nazi
Cup. There we
stuff?
go.
To be fair,
Not
the
cool
orcs were
stuff.
fucking assholes.
Not cool.
Welcome, audience, to the oddest opening we've ever had.
No, I don't think this was
Tyler,
the
edit
oldest.
it out.
Edit one
No.
out.
We can just restart right now. I mean,
Hey,
we've
I'm
gone for like 6
I am
minutes.
proud of committing genocide on the orcs. Those guys were dicks.
Well,
Wow.
shout out to the Hyatt Tribunal.
Yep. Yeah, can we cut this and just fucking
No.
restart?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have.
We're not actually starting it up again,
Yeah,
Louise.
I
I'm not getting
refuse.
paid enough to do this.
And I'm Quirky. No. Okay.
Hey, and we also have
One could
Vic,
say
who
you are a
might
slave.
Say something at some point.
Well,
Guys. There's only 4 of us talking, and we're talking like over each other like there's 6 people here.
Over.
Vic's been telling me that the sound is not working at all for her
Where
at
is
the
she
moment.
telling you this?
Huh?
Where is she telling you all this stuff?
We're sitting in TeamSpeak.
the personal team speaks.
Oh, okay. Hi, Vic.
I don't think she can
Bye,
hear
Vic.
you.
Bye,
Okay.
Kit.
She just,
Bye,
dis-
Vic. Bye,
she
Vic.
just disconnected
Did
and
you
I
call
couldn't
her
type to her.
Kit?
No, I said Vic.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
you
kick.
said kit.
Somebody said like kit or kick.
Yeah.
You probably had
Tyler,
it
heard
in
it.
Quirky. No,
Tyler, edit everything out.
Just edit.
I'm looking forward to this. Putting
Just
the
to be
thumbnail
clear
together.
about something, we do not endorse Nazis. We do not
No,
approve
certainly.
of Nazi stuff.
Of course
Nazi stuff
not.
is bad. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's bad
Orc
enough
genocide,
that you
though, that's
had to
completely
say
fine.
that. It's like,
What, Tyler?
I feel like it's bad enough that you actually had to go out of your way to say that. It's
Hey,
like,
you know, it's the internet.
we don't endorse that kind of thing. Well, of course you don't. You've got someone from England
I mean,
sitting here.
nobody ever endorsed Nazis in anything we ever said. No one said
Except
that.
the Germans in 1930s, but
I'm sure
Wait,
they're
what?
huge fans.
No. I'm
So-
saying the only point I was trying to make is you don't have to endorse them. It's just if you bring up the Nazis in an argument, you lose. Like
I feel like if you make a
if you try
comparison,
and try and like be like, oh, you're a fascist, you're just like the Nazis, then you lose.
hag. Sorry, I had to quote Hot Fuzz.
Speaking of Nazis, did you guys hear that allegedly there will be a second Wolfenstein game?
oh yes,
I didn't play even the first Wolfenstein. It's still super fucking expensive here. Fuck game prices in Brazil.
It's alright.
Fuck them.
You're not really missing out on much.
But I want to play it. I want to play Mad Max. I want to buy Fallout, but fucking hell,
Mad
it's
Max,
so
just come to
expensive.
Australia. You can fucking live it.
Yeah, I'll buy an old car and drive around the desert.
It's about time. I mean, we got nothing else. Our internet's so shit.
Yeah, mine's been terrible recently. I kind of hate it because it's like my wireless connection is sometimes just like going on Skype.
Like, I'm getting
impossible to
raided
talk.
daily from those fucking, like, bandits. God damn it. Trying to steal my fuel. I forget it.
So, I've got to ask, Luis, you mentioned that
Yes.
you're having allergies.
Yes.
Can we? I don't think you've ever discussed what it is. Do you want to say what is actually screwing up your voice right now? Like
Yeah, sure.
the specific allergy?
Yeah, it's like respiratory allergies or something like that. It has to do with my breathing. So, like in Brazil, we were having a week-long rain, and then overnight it just stopped and weather got super dry, and so that started fucking me up. So I got really, really hot, and I started
Oh.
sleeping with the air conditioner on, and that fucked me up even more. So now, like I have a runny nose. I'm not, I'm not sneezing that much, but when I do, it's like a shotgun blast. Both the sound and the effect. Like I actually have recoil. And sometimes my voice, for some
Gross.
reason, like my throat's not even hurting, but for some reason I switch from normal voice to nearly Batman voice, and somewhere in between, like in a matter of a few minutes, things just, yeah, either that or I'm going through puberty again.
Again?
Yeah, double puberty. It's like double breakfast, but shittier.
Your balls fall off instead of drop.
Oh.
Oh man, that's
That would not be
Is that like
pleasant.
Manopause?
For men, it's called andropause or something, isn't it?
I don't know.
In Portuguese, it is. It is called
I'll Google
andropause.
it.
It's like when it's like menopause for men.
What should I Google? Menopause for men?
Yeah,
That
sure.
sounds like a
Fragrance?
shampoo or like a cologne. Menopause for men.
Quirky or Google or Quirky.
Which one said it? Let's find out.
Fuck you, mate.
No, just be cunt.
Oh,
Menopause for
that's-
men, and then there's menopause for dummies.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay.
Unlike menopause in women, When hormone production stops completely, testosterone decline in men is a slower process. The testes, unlike the ovaries, do not run out of the substance it needs to make testosterone. A healthy male may be able to make sperm well into his 80s or longer.
Well,
Now,
shit.
Now, there's
Good news.
actually
Yeah.
there's actually a thing where it's saying why we're not getting like certain mutations anymore. Especially with
Tell that to the X-Men.
no, because we're not having like older males are not impregnating younger women because that's apparently because older men have the like mutated DNA. So
I don't know how true that is because, I mean, it's true
PJ,
that
I read it on the internet. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
internet's a
gotta make
really
it true.
reliable source.
I mean, the older you get, the more mutated your DNA does become, but that's more cancer-wise because as you get older, you have these protein like sort of blocking systems in place, and as you get older, they fail more and more. And that like cancer isn't really like anything suddenly happening to you. It's just like it's usually just like a constant breakdown of these different like safeguards. And as you get older, it's like, well, finally the last gatehouse has been blown up by the terrorists, and now the cancer is just flooding into your body.
I wish somebody had described that to me when I got cancer.
Wait, so if old men, like 80-year-olds, were to impregnate women, then we would get X-Men. Is that what I'm getting at here?
No.
Well, shit.
I mean,
What
to be honest,
if-
I
No.
don't know like what the repercussions would be of a man impregnating an older man impregnating an older woman, but an older woman getting pregnant, like the closer you are to menopause, I don't know
More
what
dan-
the exact cause is, but that actually has correlations with autism as opposed to vaccines.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's more dangerous for the baby or something. I have read that too. But what if an older man, like 80 years old, but he lived near a nuclear plant his whole life? What if
Your
that
baby has
man
cancer.
was to impregnate a woman, and
Cancer.
that
Yes.
woman is also Mystique? Would that
Cancer.
get us X-Men?
Cancer
Usually
loses its
radiation
power.
doesn't do anything good for you.
I'm
It
not
mutates
looking.
Well-
your DNA to the point where all those safeguards they talked about, they die and you die.
And it's called lymphoma.
It worked for Spider-Man.
That's because
Oh,
it was a
and the
single
Hulk.
radioactive animal.
Well, yeah, but
Also
they
because
Technically,
of
his
space
powers
magic.
are cancer. We go by
no, they're
that
not.
logic.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's
Well,
magic.
if we go by if we go by the logic
It's
that
literally
TJ was
magic.
saying, if radioactive bite would have broken down certain safeguards, which would have unlocked some certain DNA, which would have made him
Well,
lighter
yeah,
powers. So
but
Well, no, for
technically-
the spider
he
to like give him those
doesn't
powers,
have cancer.
it would-
Deadpool
it
has
wouldn't-
cancer.
it wouldn't give him cancer so much. If it did work that way, it would probably just like, it would probably have to be like a virus or something. So it would have to insert itself in your DNA and basically rewrite your DNA so that you express different traits.
You guys
so
don't know shit about
it would-
Spider-Man.
None of
I
us
think
know
he was
anything.
Australian because
I'm
nobody else
trying
can
to like
survive
add a
fucking spider
scientific
bite.
point of view to how Spider-Man, like how his whole thing could work.
I'm just
Because like the
kidding,
thing
TJ.
about Marvel stuff is supposed to be, it's like, oh, it's supposed to be, you know, closer to
Magic.
like real, as opposed to DC, which is just straight magic.
It's a
Yeah,
kind
I mean-
of magic.
Magic.
Sorry, Queen, but that's a good
know,
song. I don't care if I
um,
get copyrighted for that.
When I was younger, I did seriously consider the career paths of either becoming a biologist or a chemist.
Or
So
an
I could try
X-Man.
to replicate. Well, hold on, I'm getting there. So I could try to replicate the spider that beat Peter Parker and become Spider-Man. I'm
Well,
not kidding.
I don't think you're gonna get there being a chemist, but definitely genetics. I honestly think genetics are pretty cool, which is weird because I'm going into software engineering. So
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just
I wanted to be
I
a
just
forensic-
gave up on that
Sorry.
career path. I think it got to the point that I realized that that wouldn't be possible anytime soon, which was a wise decision because I enjoy psychology way more than biology. So
yeah, I mean it'd be really hard to figure out how to do that to a person. 'Cause, I mean, you're just inserting genes into people, like
I
just
actually
changing their genes.
Denim.
So you've got Levi's and Strausses. Wranglers.
I actually like so I gave up on becoming a chemist because my chemistry teacher from the 8th grade, she wanted to give us like slightly way more, not slightly, but way more advanced chemistry stuff than we ever had, and that she didn't teach us the background. She was just like, "Oh yeah, do this." But how do we do that? Do it.
Find out the
So
moles.
yeah, so I was like, yeah, it was exactly that. Like, do the chemical balancing of that, and we're like, how do we do that?
I love
Figure
doing
it
that
out.
shit. I used to
Learn
Yeah,
from your
do
but
chemical
mistakes.
balancing.
someone probably taught you how to do it. We didn't know.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then during my first years of of high school, my professors were, I mean, my teachers were like, there was one in particular who was a huge dick. I think I even mentioned it, like she told me to shut up during class while I was talking to no one and there was no one around me. Did I tell this story?
I remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to become a chemist. Biology, however, I was interested in, but it was like, yeah, don't think that's gonna happen. It it was like it's kind of like history. I love history, but I
You
never
can never see
considered.
your
Yeah,
like.
actually, sort of. History was a bad example because here's the deal. As when I was a kid, I used to love Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones. So for a long time, I wanted to be an archaeologist. But I did give up on that career path way early on because I was like, well, I wanna, and that was as a kid. I was like, yeah, I'll probably want to have some stability in my life, like, grow roots and stuff. So, yeah, I think archaeologists have to travel a lot. I'm not gonna do that. I think part of that's because my father used to travel a lot when I was a kid, so it was like, yeah, I don't want to do the same. So I just gave up on that. And for a long time, I was like, dude, but that could be a really cool career path. So the other day, I was watching a really shitty movie, like a B or Z movie, I don't know, about some people who went
Zombeavers.
to. No, no. I think it's called Pyramid. About some people who are going to explore a secret pyramid in Egypt that's like supposed to be older than a bunch of old things, and prove that there was
The
an ancient
oldest of the old.
civilization or some shit. Yeah.
This sounds like the opening to Stargate the movie.
Yeah, but keep listening. Well, I mean, I could spoil the movie or not, but anyway. So one of the main characters is a university professor, and he's like, "Yeah, we need to go fast because university funds are running out. They are demanding results and da 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 da." I was like, "Come to think of it, being an archaeologist, it's probably not all fun and games. It's probably has a lot of shit to deal with. A lot of
A lot of
bureaucracy."
paperwork.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, huh, I'm glad I didn't become an archaeologist. Not as fun as the games and the movies were telling me when I was a kid. So that was like a chapter of my life I closed, I think, last year.
But no, for the longest time during my high school career was like I wanted to become a forensic anthropologist, like Dr. Temperance Brennan on Bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like because I was always fascinated by forensics, but I didn't know what specific path. And then I just got involved in like I want to fucking do this. And then I realized it took about like 10 years of uni, and then that's even without that. I was like, it's hard to get a job in like that field. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, game design it is. And that's how I got into game design.
Quirky. I think
Yeah.
I think everybody in their life has that little turning point where they realize like the thing that they've been studying for fucking ages isn't really the route that they want to take. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that shit because it's like, yay, studied IT and media for ages to become a musician, and
I thought you wanted to be a stripper. Oh.
and then get a job.
I
in
wanted
the
to be a
kitchen.
drug dealer.
Yay!
Remember Phoenix Dictates McGee?
Oh yeah. Just as I say that, by the way, my water bottle just opened and spilled all over me. So that's
Hey,
the
Tyler.
image for you guys.
So
When
you're
you
wet
decided-
now.
When you decided you wanted to become a musician, Is that when you
Magician.
changed your name from George to Tyler?
No, it's never been like that. Fuck you.
You should have your stage name be like George Harrison. People are like, "Oh, that's not your name." Then it could say like, "It kinda is."
Like it's like
yeah, 'cause that's how it
50%.
works. Even that
Half
George,
of it is.
even that George Ezra had to make up a fake surname because his real surname was already used under the record company, the record label, so he couldn't have the same name as someone else.
So he picked the kid from Star Wars Rebels.
I don't
Nice
know.
move.
I don't know what it is.
No, he picked as Scarlet from Fairy Tale.
Oh man,
I
yeah,
didn't know
I
that.
forgot about that.
Yeah, anime.
By the way, no, I'm not going to go down that route. I was just
Please
about to-
don't.
Natsu
Aw.
Lucy.
No. We already had the anime episode
Yeah.
2.0 on the last episode.
Yeah, but
so.
again, I wasn't fucking there.
Wait, you
Yeah.
guys talked about anime last episode?
Oh
Well,
god,
it was just
they?
me, Leo, Sunny. You know, I
Damn.
mean, Louise, TJ, you weren't there. Neither was Quirky.
I just want to talk about this season's anime
Serious.
and how awesome Dragon Ball Super is and how awesome God Eater is. Ugh.
I just want to talk about how I've missed some really awesome anime that I'm only just finding now.
Yeah, like Assassination Classroom.
However,
Do you guys want to talk about why I wasn't here last week?
wait. Hold on. Let me just clear something up. It's not that it's a bad episode. It's just that I'm not into anime. So when I said, "Oh God, did they?" Like, don't think it was bad.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
listen to it. Now, TJ, you weren't here last week because.
He was too busy sucking dick.
Okay, yeah. So
Close.
questions,
Close.
right?
Yep.
Oh wow, fuck you.
No, go on. I'm curious. What kind of dicks
But-
did you suck?
So last week, fuck you. It was a topic of discussion between our group, but anyway.
What?
So last week, at my school, I've said this before, I'm in the Molly UN club, and last week we drove up to FSU, which is Florida State University in Tallahassee, for a conference.
Where they had MSI. Continue.
MSI?
Yeah, the mid-season invitational for League.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Continue.
So we went up to FSU, we had our conference, and it was actually my first committee ever, and I was in the Skyrim committee.
Oh yeah, I saw the tweet about that.
So, as Quirky's pointed out before, it's essentially LARPing in suits, but more with less, trying to stab each other and lightning bolt everywhere, and more like political decisions. Like the whole point of the committee was to preserve Skyrim from killing itself.
So you're
Which-
basically ending the civil war in Skyrim.
Yeah, this was 5 years after the time frame of the game. Basically, like this is if the Dragonborn, literally all the Dragonborn did was kill Alduin, and everything else he was really shitty at. So like the background guide said that the Dragonborn, he killed Alduin, and then after that he became a drunk, and after punching one too many chickens and killing more than his fair share of civilians, none of the factions in Skyrim wanted anything to do with him. So eventually he took a ship and left Skyrim forever.
Yay!
Huh.
The end.
So that's what happened to the Dragonborn. But anyway, I was Savas
Yeah,
Aaron,
it's totally
leader
canon, wink.
of the College of Winterhold. By the way, I renamed the college near the end of the committee. I renamed the College of Winterhold to the Durmstrang Institute. And
Nice.
my friends made
The fuck?
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and the Beaubaton Academy, and we held the first Triwizard Tournament of Skyrim.
The fuck?
It's just like when you say it like this, it just
So,
it sounds like laughing really
Wait,
bad.
but Bobaton is a school of magic.
Except it's
just
not
for
like
chicks,
physical
isn't
stuff
it?
that we can see. This is literally like just things that we write down on pieces of paper and
Dungeons
they
and
happen.
Dragons.
it's LARPing.
Shut the fuck up.
But what the cool shit?
Hey, Quirky. The pen is mightier than the sword,
Hey,
so
not
that's
the
why
cool
they
shit.
just write stuff.
Yeah, no,
Luis-
it's LARPing, but with words.
Louise,
It's more fun than you think, but I like politics. So anyway, like I said earlier, we committed genocide on the Orcs. That was with good reason. basically the orcs invaded Markarth. So we chased the orcs out, and during the final battle, the guy was sending his orc army to help us, but instead we trapped his army and enslaved them, and then we stuck his army in the middle of one of our friendly cities, friendly quote unquote, because the guy whose city we put it in, he had his men set fire to our defense line or something. So we put all the orcs in the city and set the city on fire.
Nice.
The fuck?
That sounds like
The
a
fuck?
purely political and innocent way
We were kinda mad. We were kinda mad at him. And then we legalized, our committee legalized skooma, which is, if you guys don't know, it's basically like the drug. It's like it's like heroin and booze combined in Skyrim. So we legalized that.
Moon sugar, as the Keshet would call it. People.
What? Sorry, you guys cut out for me for a second.
It's like moon sugar is what the Keshet call it.
I think it's made out of it. Anyway, so we did that. I made a giant death laser. I made a flying.
Fuck?
So you know those like Nord traps in the ruins that shoot like elements at you through the soul gems?
Lightning bolt.
Yes.
Lightning bolt.
So basically, the thing about shut up. The thing about like what you need to know about like fantasy crisis committees is you need to know how to like if
Lightning
you're
bolt.
detailed enough and if you build up what you want to do and tell them exactly how you're going to do it, you can do almost anything. Like my friend made exploding chickens.
I'm sorry, were you Darth Vader or like,
Yeah.
the Jarl of Winterhall?
I
Build
shut
a
up,
Death
Jack.
Star.
So
Hi,
I said,
Jack.
I mean, I
Tell
kind
Jack
of.
I said hi.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. First day
Tell Jack I
committee.
said hi.
So like mages, I started
damn
off.
it.
Everybody in Skyrim really distrusted mages, and then by the end of the first day, everybody really liked me, and then it
Uh-oh.
That's how I know it's
untouched.
like.
So all of a
Wait.
sudden,
Fantasy.
everybody hated me.
Wait, TJ, stop, because like halfway through that, your microphone just stopped.
That's because
My
it didn't
microphone cut
tell
off?
Jack was
Yep.
said hi.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, dragon came through the town and set it on fire, burned it down, and everybody hated me all of a sudden. So the second day, I had to make everybody not hate me. And to do that, I've literally
That's when he
rebuilt.
sucked the dicks.
I rebuilt the
Yep.
whole city of Winterhold by myself, and I built walls and stuff, and they were magic and they protected against dragons.
Baby dragon.
Anyway, I don't know if you
Oh, the
heard, but my
king-
friend built exploding chickens by feeding fire salts to chickens,
Fuck's sake.
and he fed fire salts to chickens, and he found out like how they exploded because children in his hold were kicking the chickens, and their legs were getting blown off. So he had like 20 or so children running around his city with blown off legs.
Jesus.
Okay.
But anyway, the reason I
What
say
kind
that
of
is
nightmares this?
I also made a flying ship by having like levitation mages levitate a ship. So I had a flying ship flying over the battlefield, dropping exploding chickens on people.
And this is not I actually want to see a game about this.
Oh,
now.
and
Yeah.
I think
I want to see a
that's
Mike
the
from
way
Skyrim.
on
the way I had them
LSD.
practice like levitation so they were good at it was they found the fattest mage in the college and they practiced their endurance by levitating him up and down over and over again.
Huh, so they
Oh,
used my
man.
mum. So,
Ew.
ew.
Fucking got yourself.
This
Oh, yeah,
may be
and then during the final battle, General Tullius's men attacked my death laser while I was about to kill the dragon priest, and the death laser missed the dragon priest and cut a swath of death and destruction through our own troops.
just
Wow. And did you use a
Nice.
D20 to figure all this out?
Shut the fuck up, Quirky. That's not how it works.
how well did you roll?
You need to
when
have
that
political
happened?
savvy and good speaking skills to be able to do this.
To build a death ray and
Yes.
have exploding chickens, you need
Yes.
to be politically
You need to know how to do it.
thinking.
I'd like to put any of you guys in that committee and see what you could do.
You,
guys,
also need
Okay.
some really heavy stuff.
Yeah, TJ, it sounds like you don't need to be smart, you need to be on fucking crack. That's what needs to happen.
to be pretty far out there on a fantasy committee.
Crack.
I was going to say this earlier, but then TJ's story got crazy.
Oh my
Vic-
god.
Vic won't be joining us this week because she's
Aw.
tried, and the audio's acting up. She said something about Windows 10 being updated to her laptop, and it's just
That's why
screwed.
I didn't upgrade.
Did it like
Yeah.
update in the middle of her like talking earlier?
I don't know. I guess it's a consistent issue that she's been having, but like, I updated to Windows 10. I had a few problems the first couple of days, but then after that, like, it kind of resolved.
I honestly, I don't like Windows 10.
Do you know what though? It's a big step up from Windows 8.1 or anything
I'm still
Windows
using
8
Windows
related.
7 and everything's still working properly.
7?
So
If you're on 7, it's not really worth upgrading to
Yeah.
10, I believe. But
But
if
if
you're
you're
on
on-
8, get out.
Yeah.
Just change to 10 immediately.
I'm not on Windows 10.
Are you
I'm not.
using 8?
Nope.
Are
7.
you
7?
7? Yeah, just stick to 7 then. You'll be fine. I
I'm
just
using
love
Mac
how
OS 10, bitches.
Boo! Get the
Mac
fuck
doesn't
out of
count.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not have that Apple versus Microsoft debate.
Yeah, let's not go down that route.
Mhm.
Yeah, I won't go down that route.
Let's talk about anime, because Luis might not like it.
How about you go fuck yourself? I mean,
Oh, I'll say
How
another
about-
thing. I started learning HTML this
I'm
week.
sorry, baby.
Or
I
like
love
last
you.
week.
HTML5?
No, I don't think it was 5. I think it's just basic HTML, like basic scripting. And it's
Yeah, when you
fucking
start
hard as
learning
fuck.
trust me, once you start learning HTML5, you'll yeah. It'll be
I'll
fun.
what?
It'll be fun. You'll
Hey,
love it.
hey.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
part of the problem wasn't like learning it so much as I had to do an assignment for it without like my teacher literally she showed us a slide presentation that gave like the very basic bone stuff on how to
Wow. Did you actually have to upload
basically
it?
just
Or...
like attribute and then second attribute backslash, and that was basically all she told us. And then she gave us like a 14 step assignment with all these like to me advanced as shit things we had to do. Like we had to change colors and have tables and unordered lists inside ordered lists, and we had to insert
That's
pictures. Pictures
silly.
are easy, but I know it's easy to you probably,
Yeah.
but for me, it's like I had never done this before, and I have a freaking 14-page assignment that I have to do.
Do you actually have to upload it?
I had
To
to
a server?
upload the source files and the coding, and I guess she would open it at her computer and look it over, I guess. But I literally gave up on like the last 3 questions because it was
But
bullshit.
like put it on an actual server so the web page
No,
is live.
no.
Yeah,
It was,
that's what I had to do for my first assignment with HTML.
but did you already know HTML at the time?
Nope. My teacher was more understanding.
Yeah, it sounds like Quirky had a good teacher, and TJ just got somebody that was paid to be there.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, I don't want to badmouth my teacher on a podcast that gets released
it.
publicly, but
Do
she
it.
really is not a very good teacher at all.
Yeah,
She just
if-
throws a lecture up, and she doesn't post it beforehand, and she goes too fast for anybody to take notes.
Did she ever bring up stuff like lesson objectives, learning outcomes? Did she actually have any idea of like the students' needs in the room at all? Like, because
Like,
I've been,
she? Sorry, are you asking if like
Huh?
she ever like asked to see how much experience different people had?
yeah, prior learning. Did she assess that, and did she do
Class
any of that?
is a Oh, sorry. My internet, like I'm far enough away from my wireless router that sometimes my internet will cut out randomly, so it's kind of annoying. But basically, she could have done that, and it really wouldn't have changed anything because everybody in the room is at different levels. Because it's a required course to get anywhere else in the major.
Yeah, but like good teachers got to learn how to differentiate between.
But that's the thing; she's not a good teacher.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait. Did she teach you anything about building a death laser?
No.
Damn it, Luis.
Well, then.
Different tangent there.
Literally, the only thing
Hey.
I've learned from that class is how to add binary and convert it.
Well, you know.
Binary
You can
numbers.
use that for a death laser, I assume.
Maybe. Computer,
can use
build me a death
anything.
laser. 0010101.
So,
Questions?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Oh, but the point I was trying to bring up when I said that I was learning HTML was, since I'm obviously not going to learn anything in class, I figured I could make it a side project of mine to
Bye,
You
TJ.
cut out
Website.
again.
fuck. Anyway, I said just
But-
for shits and giggles, I was going to practice like building up my HTML abilities and stuff by making us like a Shifty website.
Nice.
It probably would not go live, especially not until we actually like found a way to host it.
question.
But yes.
What program are you using?
Well, Macs do not have Notepad++, so I'm using a shitty program called Text Wrangler.
Okay, get Adobe Dreamweaver. That will help you a lot.
Isn't that like $100?
No.
TJ, get a job. No, I'm joking.
How
I'm
much is
joking.
Adobe Dreamweaver?
Adobe Dreamweaver, if you're just using the app, it would be about $20 per month.
Yeah, that's still a lot. That's worse than my Netflix subscription for something I'd only be using on a
Well, if you can afford it, I would say get the whole Adobe like creative, like get all that because that will help immensely with any.
Yeah.
maybe I can legitimately save up my money and buy Adobe Dreamweaver.
Tyler,
no, you
edit that
cannot.
out.
You cannot that shit. Trust
what
me.
TJ actually said on that bleep, and Tyler, please don't bleep this. TJ said he should probably insert that into a cavity.
TJ said he should probably save up money and buy it legitimately.
Yes.
Yes.
Or shove the program into his nostril.
Otherwise,
That's
Now
the
I
cavity
kinda-
I meant.
Now I kind of do want to bleep it out for comedic effects because it's
Or
so
don't bleep it,
obvious.
just replace it with me saying, legitimately save up my money and buy Adobe Dreamweaver.
Yeah. Like, this is gonna completely change tone of voice.
I'm so totally gonna completely save up my money and completely buy it legitimately.
It sounds like a 90s advert now. It just needs like
Yeah.
a bunch of children in the background going, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, now we sound like we're giving them an advert. We probably shouldn't go down that route.
This podcast brought to you by Adobe.
This podcast brought to you by Rooster Speak, who we probably should have been thanking for the past 86 podcasts that we've been using their server.
No, they cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we
seriously,
can find a
thanks,
couple
Rooster
of
Speak
them
people.
on every now and again. That's more than enough, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're paying them like what, $25 a day to do this.
I thought it was 25 grand a year. Shit.
Wow, you're overpaying for the premium ultra deluxe membership to the Rooster Speak server.
Am I the only one that's only paying $6.99? No, I'm joking.
God
guys.
damn it!
Yes,
Yeah, but that's in pounds.
but
though,
for only
so-
$3.99 more, you could get the premium super ultra deluxe gourmet version.
Yeah, but if you add $1,000 to that, $1,000. I don't know. We're
I'm just gonna
distracted
put
now.
this out there. If someone wants to sponsor us, talk to us. We may cut a deal.
Luis, no one's gonna
Razor.
sponsor us.
Yeah?
Hey,
Yeah?
listen. A man can dream about getting free popsicles, okay?
I mean,
We want
true.
to make enough money to get free popsicles.
Dreats.
Why do you want free popsicles exactly?
Free stuff, Tyler.
Why popsicles?
Fine. Free. Well, I'm not gonna say free whatever because people can come up with some really stupid things.
Well,
But
they could say stupid things about popsicles
well,
too.
Tyler, here's the deal. You come from a very cold and rainy place. I come from a very dry and hot place. So you can see
Oh,
the
really?
predicament
Very
here,
wet and hot
right?
place.
So, Luis, what you're saying is you're from a hot and sweaty place that needs to live stuck on popsicles.
You know what? If someone wants to sponsor us, and yeah, popsicles. Also, I got the joke, Tyler. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Thank you.
Fucking got him.
Yeah. So, guys, want to do some questions?
Yeah, why
Fuck
not?
yeah.
Hold on.
We need
There's
to
the
ban it.
whole the defective page because my page is not loading. Yay!
Luis, I said this on the
RT
last
site's still as
podcast.
good as the first day we got it.
Yeah, I said this on the last podcast. I can't take the piss because you can't. There's no way you can use the website to get the questions conveniently
Dude,
now.
why is this fucking website still so fucking broken? I'm like, my patience with the new RT site just, it's almost gone. Fucking hell.
We're thinking about, mutiny. Taking them over, buying out their website domain, and making it the Shifty keys. That would show them.
Actually, if we can do that, that would be awesome.
If I won the lottery, I
Shifty
would
teeth.
still not be close.
We can rename it Shifty Teeth.
Shifty
Oh.
teeth. That just sounds like a bad dentist.
So like every British dentist.
Hey!
Oh.
I like to have you know that my teeth are not ganky like you Americans think. Jeez. Why is that a
Oh.
stereotype?
Oh,
Speaking of that,
wait,
there
bad
was
teeth?
this hilarious thing that was said at my
Austin
my
Powers, that's
closing
why.
ceremonies for the Malian conference. Somebody was talking about the French committee, and they were like, "Oh, we had the French Revolution, which is like the only thing the French are good at." And somebody just yells from the audience, "And surrendering."
Oh, damn.
And we were like, fucking got him.
It
You
was hilarious.
motherfuckers need to learn some French history, you know that?
Sacre bleu.
I don't know. The Battle of Agincourt, the Battle of
Trafalgar.
But the
Trafalgar.
Battle,
Trafalgar is British, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's British and French.
But yeah,
Battle of
I get
Waterloo,
the French joke.
World
But
War
you know,
II.
if anyone in France wants to sponsor us, free popsicles. Okay, so
Damn it, Luis.
I actually have a backup plan, and I owe a huge shout out to Dr. Sparks because she took the time of going through each and every post from our thread, copy it to a Word document, so we can actually edit stuff like as answered. So I still have to get on that and update it, but still, that is a huge help. Thank you so much, Doc.
Damn. Even I haven't had the time to figure out shit like that. That's a good idea.
Now, I just need to find one that hasn't been answered yet, which is my weekly predicament.
Guys, ask us more questions, please.
I just did. Haha.
I'm not gonna beg, but I'm gonna beg. We need more questions. I'll tell you what though, it's been weird getting to the 86th podcast. For consistency, we've been doing pretty good. Now we just need the questions.
Yeah, we got the consistent part down. We just need people to start praising us like the gods we are.
No.
Uh,
The audience needs to
I mean,
catch up with their
since
questions.
Since we are asking stuff for the audience, introduce us to your friends and family, or other people.
I think a smart thing to do, because unless there are super fans listening out there right now, they've probably already done that. Let's say we should have said that somewhere near the beginning of the podcast.
Tyler, edit this in. Hey everyone, please ask us questions and tell your friends and family about us.
I'm not doing it. We'll do it later.
Wink.
We'll do it next time. We're going live.
This is when we bring out the live video podcast. Right,
Oh.
Tyler?
Yeah, we've actually been recording live video podcasts since the first episode. We just haven't told you guys.
Yeah, it's on a secret playlist on YouTube, which we haven't made public.
Yeah.
It's unlisted.
It's called TDBTyler Wants to Kill Himself. .com.
I'm actually gonna. No, I'm not actually.
No,
Right.
right.
So I got some questions lined up. I think there will be.
What's his name doing being fought by Quirky? It's just another meat spin. Oh, Jesus. Right. We've been doing some good vamping, guys.
Yeah, let's hurry up and get to the questions.
Yeah,
Funny
come on,
thing
Luis.
is, I've been ready for the past 5 minutes.
You
What the
motherfucker.
fuck?
You are the host. You should turn around and go.
Well,
Guys, quiet. Got questions.
Okay. So everyone, shut the fuck up.
That's better.
You're welcome. This one was sent by Leo B, and he has this over Twitter, so you can also send your questions over Twitter. And I also forgot the intro, so questions.
Yeah.
We do need a questions thing. So
No, we don't.
Questions are for chumps.
well, anyway. So Leo B sent, what is the best low budget film you've watched?
Birdemic. Hands down.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, repeat the question.
What is the best low budget film you've watched?
Birdemic.
Birdemic?
No.
Hands down, Birdemic.
No.
Wait, Birdemic?
Birdemic is so
What
bad.
the fuck is this?
It's the
It's
best.
awful.
It's so good.
so shit.
It's so
The effects are just
that makes 1930s stop motion silent films look like freaking Michael Bay films.
No, guys, I don't think you understand. I don't understand where this intelligence has dropped from you guys.
It makes
but it's the best film
Sharknado
ever.
look like fucking Shawshank Redemption.
It's so good. Like the opening titles that go on for like 10 minutes is literally just following this dude in a car.
It looks like it was
Best.
recorded on like a 2002 cell phone.
Exactly. Don't you see the genius behind that? It's the shittest film I've ever watched, but it's the best film to watch to have a laugh at.
Well, if we want to go
That
by
and
really
Sharknado.
shit films, then I would have to put my vote in for Zombeavers.
Wait, can you repeat that? Zombie Roost?
Zombeavers, as in zombie beavers.
Zombeavers. Sorry, I just didn't
Yes,
hear TJ.
Zombeavers.
Damn.
Literally one of the worst films I've ever seen.
I mean, when you say low budget film, how much of a low budget are we talking here?
Well, I mean, they had
think
enough
if
of
it
a
looks
budget to
shitty,
apparently
then
record in a freaking thing, but basically the beavers were all these stupid fucking hand puppets.
Oh no! Run from the puppets.
Run from the hand puppet that, literally can't do anything. I don't know how to describe it. I've only seen it once, and I regret every second of it.
Yeah.
So I have one that I watched, but I can't remember the name for anything. And I tried googling it. It's like there's this kid who he's a medicine student or something. For some reason, he's backpacking through the countryside of USA, and then a nuclear war breaks out, and he hides in the fuck, what's the thing that's under the houses? I forgot the name now. Basement. Hides in the basement of some countryside house, and other people hide there too, and they're trying to survive the radiation. That's pretty much it.
Huh. I don't know that.
Yeah, I forgot the name, but it's kind of shitty, and I mean, some parts are okay, but some other parts are shitty and inconsistent. Like the science behind it, Jesus.
Actually, I think I know
yeah.
the best low budget movie I've seen. It's I can't remember the name of it. It's like Military Dogs or something.
Dogs versus Cats?
It's like a British TV show, or not TV show, but it seems like it's a British like straight to TV movie.
Oh fuck. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's basically like this unit of like shitty training soldiers, like airdropping into like the boonies of England or Scotland or something, and there's just this town full of werewolves.
Oh, it was on the other
I know
day.
what you're talking about. Oh, I know what movie. God damn it.
Fucking. It was on TV literally the other day. I saw it.
Oh.
It's a good film. I'm gonna Google
Something dogs.
I think it's like military dogs or something.
No, I don't think it's military dogs because I've got it on DVD as well, and it's too dark in this room to see, and I'm sure I've got it on DVD somewhere. One sec.
Actually, TJ reminded me. I don't know if it's a low budget one. It certainly
It's
looks
dog
like a low
soldiers.
budget.
I just looked it up. It's dog soldiers.
There we go. That's it.
It certainly looks like
one guy-
a
one
low
guy
budget
dies-
movie.
But sorry.
Yeah,
Continue,
go on.
Louis.
No.
In Soldier Dogs, the last guy to die, fucking hilarious. He's held up by the throat and about to get mauled by a werewolf. It's like, I really hope I give you the shits. I'm like, that's a way to go.
Yeah, and then at one point, doesn't he just get into a fist fight with a freaking werewolf?
And that's how he dies at the end.
Yeah,
That's his last words. So like, I really hope I give you the shits.
that was actually a pretty good low budget movie.
Hmm.
So I'll go with that.
Mad Max 1. That was really low budget, and that was
Well,
a great movie.
That's the thing. Like,
What are you
I
saying?
think Mad Max is not exactly a low budget, or maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. And
It
speaking
was.
of like war and dogs and post-apocalyptic stuff, there's one that is better than the one I first said. So I'll change my answer. It's called A Boy and His Dog. It was one of the influences for something Fallout. I think it was kind of like an Easter egg, or oh no, it was a concept of having dog meat as a follower. And even the name dog meat comes from this movie. There is one line that the dude calls his dog meat. It's a really good movie. It's like, wait, have you guys seen it to know about it? Anything?
No.
So this one is from IMDb. A post-apocalyptic tale based on a novella by Harlan Ellison. A boy communicates telepathically with his dog as they scavenge for food and sex, and they stumble into an underground society where the old society is preserved. I'll just stop there because they're
Spoilers?
starting to spoil here. But yeah, it's great. Like, the dog is the best character in that movie. Probably one of the best characters of all time.
Can I quickly just say, I just found the DVD. It's Dog Soldiers. That's the
Yeah,
film.
we already decided that.
God damn it! I had my headphones off for like 2 seconds.
I
Yeah,
literally
we were
just
discussing
Googled
it.
Yeah, I know
I
that, but I
literally-
came back after you found the name. Then.
It's not our fault you decided to walk away.
I was finding the name. I was being useful. I thought, never mind.
You thought. That's the
I
key
thought-
word.
Yeah. fuck it.
Turns out you're just being lazy, like always.
No, I don't think I'm being lazy.
So, next question?
Yeah, next question.
Or were you still doing your question, Luis? Your answer? Question
I
answer?
pressed my push to talk button and I got sent to a whole new page, so I lost where I asked a question.
You got sent
Awesome.
to the Shadow Realm?
Yeah, pretty much.
You
Okay,
win.
so I'll find another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low budget movie. Probably not you. Yeah.
So this one was sent by Dr. Sparks, and she asked, "Would you ever want to talk about?"
What?
What?
Did I just?
Sorry,
connect?
cut off,
Oh,
didn't it?
good.
God damn it.
Would you ever want to talk to a genetic engineer about genetics?
Wait, can you
Yes.
repeat that?
Would you ever want to talk to a genetic engineer about genetics?
I literally said, like, early in the podcast, fuck yes, I would.
I mean, I guess, but then again, that wouldn't be the only thing I would talk to them about because they would probably get bored of that shit if that's the only thing they discuss with you.
I would ask a genetic engineer if I could get Spider-Man's powers.
I would just treat them like you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
I'd be like, hey, what's up? So how about those genetics, eh?
When did you turn Canadian? Sorry.
Yesterday.
Sorry to the Canadian listeners. I didn't mean it.
I was gonna mention something about because we're doing an in-house committee at our Molly UN meetings, and I'm Canada, and we're fighting. It's the NATO, like North American Treaty Organization, basically the Korean War. So I'm working with the U.S. to take maple syrup bombs and drop them on, the Chinese army,
With political
as
thinking.
one does. It'll slow them down. Like that. That's how.
DJ,
Yes.
did your mic cut off yet?
God damn it! This fucking internet.
It's scaring
Actually,
me
the
now.
internet's fine. It's the Wi-Fi. I'm too far away.
It scares me every now and then because I'm like, please don't disconnect. I can't afford to lose this podcast. Not when we're so close to the
Except I'm
ending.
the one that's like briefly disconnecting. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, so did everyone answer?
Yeah, except for you, I believe. No, you answered. I think we all answered it.
Yeah. Genetics are cool.
And we were like, yeah, we'd totally talk with someone that literally studies it and engineers with it. Sentences.
Right, so this one was sent by Stuart MC, and he asks, what is your very first memory?
Very first memory. I don't have a very big memory.
All right, I'll say my kind of weird one. It's the earliest I can remember, and I don't even know if it's a real memory or if it was like a dream or something. But I'm pretty sure in like the house I was born in, which is like 2 houses ago. Because we moved a couple times. I like woke up. I'm in my underwear. I walk out into. I'm pretty sure this is what happened. I walk out into the freaking living room, and I'm like, I see my mom, and I'm like, who?
Your microphone
Who?
cut off just
But
as you said who.
It sounds really bizarre.
What did you say?
What did you say? We must know.
Did my mic cut out?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
said who.
I don't want to
and
say
then
it
cut.
again.
Well, we didn't hear it.
Oh, come on!
I know.
You don't have to
Fucking
shout
internet.
it.
God.
All right. So I think what happened was I was at my old house like 2 houses ago, and I woke up. I was in nothing but my underwear. I walked out into the living room, and I saw my mom, and I'm like, "Who are you?" But I literally don't know if that's real or not.
That could have been a dream. It sounds very.
But I mean, I
Dream,
think I
right?
can also remember being in a high chair, so I don't know.
I think the furthest memory that I can go back to, and it must have been when
Being
I was
born?
really young. No, I don't remember that shit. I'm surprised I remember anything beyond last year. But I remember being able to write my name, my full name out for the first time. So yeah, that must have been when I was really young. But beyond that, everything else is just a blur that I'm glad I've kind of forgotten.
I'm not quite sure if it's my very first memory, like the oldest one I have, but it's certainly one of the oldest. But it's really simple. It's like me playing my old house's yard, and my mom being nearby. It's pretty much it. Like I didn't even know what age it was, just a toddler or something.
It's a weird question because it's like, oh crap, how much
I'm
of my
trying to
childhood
think
have
now,
I
and I
got?
can't think of shit. The only thing I can think of is things from when I was 7.
Well, then that would be the earliest.
It's just a school day. Nothing really happened.
What's weird, and this is going to sound painfully obvious as well, is one thing that gets to me is when you hear music from your childhood and you immediately remember something. That often creeps me out because it's like that means that memory's still there somewhere in your brain, and that piece of music has just kind of triggered it. And it's like, god damn it, I really didn't want to remember when I was like 4 or something like that.
I can remember singing the Thomas the Tank Engine theme to my daycare person when I was like uber young.
I don't know if this is like a further back memory, but this must have been when I was around 4 years old. This probably is the only one where I could put an age to my memory. I remember being absolutely terrified of Abe's Oddysee. The old PS1 game. Yeah, because I always found them very creepy, and
Dude,
when you
I
actually
love Abe.
I actually look at some of the imagery and think in the mind of a young 4-year-old who's
I
just
think
terrified of everything.
we must have played that game about the same age, Tyler.
You were too cool for school, whereas I used to always look
Wimp.
away. Like every time the main menu came up, I always just shivered. I couldn't stand it.
Oh no, wait! You played as a 4-year-old? No, I played that a little older. I think I must have been 7.
Yeah, that would explain it, because it is kind of creepy. I mean, the plot to that game is a bit messed up when you think about it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, if you go like just the surface, it is, but there's actually a whole lot more behind it. I think it's beautiful. That game is certainly one of my favorites.
Yeah, but when you're 4 and you don't fully
I mean,
understand the
yeah,
game,
probably when you're 4, it's probably not the sort of thing you should be playing.
I
Especially
wasn't playing it.
when you're done with the enemies, you just blow them to pieces with your mind. God, it's such a good game.
Yeah, I recommend anybody that's out there, just look up Abe's Oddysee on Google Images, and then imagine being very, very young and seeing that shit.
It was free on Steam a few days ago.
Ah, advert for them. Yeah, that's the furthest I can go back and remember how old I was. That came out in 1997. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, yeah, I guess that does it for this week, right?
Yay!
Yeah.
So,
I suppose.
Can
I
Quirky,
see daylight.
we need a question for the audience.
Quirky, if you want to ask a question, can I ask one afterwards, or whatever? Will that throw out the continuum of this podcast, ruin the balance, and destroy
Wait,
the
do you want
equilibrium?
the audience to answer a question, or do you want
I
us
mean,
to
if
answer
you
a
got
question?
if you got a question, Tyler, by
Yeah.
all means, go ahead.
I got a question,
I
but
can't think
I
of
don't.
shit.
I don't want to steal it from our guest. But okay.
I'm a guess. What? How many podcasts have I been on? Fucking 1, 2, 3.
Right, so Tyler, ask the question for the audience.
Okay.
9.
I'm building a set list of songs that I'm practicing, and I was wondering if you had a terrible British singer and an acoustic guitar, and that's it. What songs would you want to have that person play?
The
Big booty
Ding Ding
bitches.
Dong song
In other
and Big
words,
Booty Bitches.
in other words, my question could be better phrased like this: I'm trying to build a set list, and I ran out of songs that kind of have got my
Baby Got
interest.
Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. I'm
Wait,
just
the
looking.
ketchup song.
Last ketchup?
No, I said a hey, ha, a hey.
Oh god.
It's going to be hard to do the dance moves with
I
my
actually
guitar.
have a story about this song in Brazil, but it's gonna
Okay.
drag the podcast even more.
Save that for another day. Hey, Tyler,
Yeah.
I know what song.
No, sir? No,
Yeah.
sir? That seems
How are
like
you
matter.
two go fuck yourselves? I should have felt bad the first time I told Tyler this today. Like, he was like, "Oh, let's talk about anime." So I said, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna apologize, but now that you
Nah.
guys just mentioned Michelle Tyler, go fuck yourselves."
Nah.
Anyway, next time we are
regrets.
talking about anime. We please.
Here's the thing. I do want to talk about anime more. But
I don't understand.
Can
Why
we-
is it that when Sloth goes away, you guys decide to just talk about anime? What's up with that?
Because we love anime?
here's the thing.
It
and I
just
don't wanna-
it baffles me that like no other subject comes up.
I
I'm not
don't
mad.
want
I'm
to-
just really impressed.
I don't want to drag out the podcast even longer, but like, here's the thing with that particular topic. I love talking about it because it's got so many different varieties of things that you could talk about.
And then you have your different perspectives on
yeah.
different characters and
But that's the problem. Then suddenly we have a podcast that could easily be an hour full of just that.
of just me and Tyler arguing who's the better
Yeah.
waifu.
And TJ and Luis just like
I just
TJ
went
would get involved. TJ would
Wait,
probably
what
join
happened?
us, talking about anime and stuff. TJ would join us.
Sorry, I
and
kind of like zoned out.
He was like, the podcast is wrapping up. I'm falling asleep.
It was like way through.
But yeah, like
I
I agree with Luis. Like there is its
Yoko.
drawback. Like once it starts, sometimes it just doesn't stop for the entire podcast. So it's like if you're not into that kind of stuff.
Coming soon, the separate anime podcast.
Quirky.
No waifu, no waifu. A Shifty Key production.
The Shifty Keys High Host Club.
Oh god. So, okay, I guess we have a question for Dennis already. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. Quirky, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, that's alright.
And don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. And until next week, try not to get sick. Bye.
Don't get allergic.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
don't get allergies. I mean, seriously, like,
Allergies are bad.
terrible.
Don't
be a
get sick
bitch.
either.
Yeah, don't be a bitch. Puerto Rican pull
Don't
out.
get
Don't be a
allergies. Don't be a
bitch.
bitch. Don't get sick.
Bye.
Deathly Allergies are cool though. Fuck
Says
the
a man
Orcs.
with an allergy.
Cunt.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Wow.
That's where we got it.
But.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
I know you guys are fighting for the last word and stuff, but like, Jesus Christ.
Penis. You're not getting the last word, Tyler. I'm getting the last word.
Anime is the shit.
Penis mongers are gay.
Big booty bitches, big
Okay.
booty bitches.
bitches.
What?
I think that's enough for today.
One does not simply walk
Wait,
into
but
Mordor.
we need a